And live on YouTube, and you can go there. Yeah, oh, always mod love. Alright, so we are live on YouTube as well. And we're going to pick up where we left off. So for those who missed what this was yesterday, we started playing Planet Crafter yesterday, which, depending on where you look at it, it could be Planet Crafter or the Planet Crafter. Alright, so I was low on power. Right. I have to remind myself the controls. Right, and I need super alloy, which requires more aluminum. Okay, so that's where we left off. We were short on aluminum, which is our entire existence. Our entire existence is being short on aluminum. For those who haven't seen this game, it hits a lot of the same, like the vibe and feel and experience as Subnautica. Like, really, really hits a lot of the same stuff as Subnautica. The feeling of isolation is a lot like Subnautica. You kind of go through the world, you get your stuff to get the things to do, you know, more in the world. The big differences I've seen is thus far I have not seen any form of vehicle. Which is just what that is. Okay, we got water, we got air tanks. But I haven't seen any form of vehicle so far. The other thing we've got going on... I just realized I want a silicon, 2 titanium, and 3 iron for the road. But, the other difference is this game isn't about, you know, strictly exploring and all that. You do exploring as a means to an end. This game is about terraforming the planet. So, the idea behind the game is you are a convicted felon for an unspecified crime. And from what you hear from a broadcast from another individual, is that this is something they do for people who would otherwise be punished with things like death, that as an alternative, they get dumped on a barren wasteland of a planet with the job to terraform it. And so that's what we're doing. Is we are terraforming the planet. I hope my jump pack works here. I probably should have tested that before I jumped off a ledge, but you know. Nights are getting darker. Hello, golden chest. You're looking lovely today. But right now what I'm trying to do is there's a couple of materials we haven't found yet. So I'm looking for those. I'm also looking for other places to claim more resources. Is this a cave over here? No. Oh, that is a good chest. It doesn't look like there's more to this wreck. So I'm noticing the jetpack, you move way faster, like way faster, that I can get all the way out here. And I can't quite make it the whole way without having to turn back around. But like where I grabbed the materials so I'd be able to build a shelter, we cannot get all the way over here without a thing. Yeah, I'm bad about using some of those buttons. Alright, so I don't even remember what materials were missing. There was one material I hadn't seen yet. I don't remember what it was. It's fine. But yeah, so like, to give you the idea of the similarities with Subnautica, when you start the game, as difficult as it is to get around, like you have like so little air, it's something like 80 air in your tank. And so you really cannot get far on your air. So like, there's a little lake down there. Just going from the little lake just up that hill was like pushing the limits on where you could go without sucking down like 2 or 3 tanks of air. So it's very hard to get around, and that's kind of similar in Subnautica, that when you started, they're like, oh, I need to dive deeper, and then just like going to the bottom of like the shallow water and swimming around is like really kind of pushing the limits of what your character can do. We found so much super metals and all that. Alright, so I've already got one of those. Because we need to set up a generator. We did not grab magnesium. You have a silicon. Those are going to be full. Because they're always going to be full. There's an iridium. That's full as well. Alright. Got another plant to put here, which I need more spaces to do. No. I don't want another full cabinet, please. I cannot. Oh. I'm having the problem where every time I go out, I end up with a little bit more iron. And so every time I get back here, I have to deal with it. That I just need more of a material sink than I've got. Alright, let's go to our little study over here. But yeah, so we go and we work at a whole bunch. What? Why is that got a weird glow on it? We're checking out whatever that is in a minute. Where? Oh, it's here. Map information rocket. Oh, wait. Didn't we get a better GPS rocket that we haven't used yet? Alright. And we also got a golden seed. Alright, so first off, before anything, I need another reactor. We're low on power. So I need 3 super alloy, which I've got in here. Let's plop that down. But yeah, so a lot of what you're managing in this is you are managing, like, your power, which is just what you can run. Oh, it's the aluminum. That's what it's marking. It's marking the aluminum. But you have, like, these, which slowly increase the pressure of the atmosphere as well as the temperature. We've got our plants over here. These add biomass to your planet. These are making oxygen for my planet. So you're juggling all of these things your planet needs. All right, well, there's the algae generator too. But you are like juggling all these different things to like make your planet better and better. So when you start the game, like, it's barren. The atmosphere is mostly on fire. It's just like red and awful and terrible. And then you slowly build up the atmospheric pressure until you start getting sky and clouds and all that. Then you start, you know, working on trying to build up the oxygen content of the air. You know, you're terraforming a planet is what you're doing. Alright, so we've got that. We've got the silicon. We've got more aluminum. We've got another effigy to put somewhere. It's the same one we already had. I'm just gonna shove you right there. Okay. So we've got the algae 2 thing. Let's take a look. So so that's what we need the fertilizer for. So no longer will I need the eggplant, but I'll need extra bioplasts. But it produces more than twice as much oxygen at slightly over twice the power consumption. So it does seem like we're going to want to convert what we've got over there. And I believe we need a silicon. Oh, and water. Alright, because what we're doing right now is the planet was completely barren. Like, just dry. And we have been slowly converting it to have rain and all that, so now we've got lakes starting to form, which is this phase we're at, is making the lakes. But to give you an idea of the phases, they have one, which is just to get the blue sky, the second is to get cloud, the third is to get rain, and then you have, you know, you get liquid water as your next landmark, and now we're working on lakes, and all that. So let's see. I want to make that. And that's going to require fertilizer. What do I need for fertilizer? 3 algae, 2 eggplant, and a sulfur. Gotcha. Alright, so what's probably going to happen here is we're going to do a little back and forth. I'm going to go down here to these algae things I've already got. And I'm going to remove one of them. And I'll run up here. We'll build our thing. At least you didn't make the mistake a lot of people who did. And build your home with a lake bed. Don't worry about it. Wait, did I not get my material back? Did I stash it? Oh no, I didn't make it because I didn't have water. I was like, wait, that was the whole plan. And then this, with 1 sulfur, will let me make magnesium. Or not magnesium, fertilizer. And then I just need another super alloy. And we are ready now to replace that algae farm with a better one. Can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, like that used to be where we started here at the bottom of the lake. So yeah. Was it only an hour? It felt like it was way longer than an hour. I felt like I was doing that forever. That said, this base is way better than what I had before. Versus the other one was pretty much a disaster. Level 2 biodome. Look. I don't have what you need right now. Give me a moment. So let's see. We've got... Still need you. I will need... Alright, so that's gonna be a slow... Like, that's gonna be a gradual process. I understand. So for right now, we'll chuck... That's not what I wanted to chuck. I'll chuck this in here. We will put the magnesium over here. So it's gonna be a little bit of back and forth while I wait for stuff to grow. That's fine. What does the level 2 biodome require? Okay, dear goodness, the amount of oxygen that's gonna make. And the amount of power that's gonna take. So I can afford the power. So I need 2 bacterial samples, 2 fertilizer. Okay. I already have 1 bacterial sample. I just need to make another and check what that even requires. So, the bacterial sample, we're already good. Alright, so I've got the 2 bacterial samples. We have the super alloy and the sulfur. I would need 2 units of fertilizer. And the fertilizer is going to take more eggplant. So I'm suddenly realizing I need to have a lot more farming going on in here. That the amount of farming I'm doing here is inadequate. So let's fix that. So I need iron and aluminum. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine. I'm just accepting I need way more, and doing the class, if it's worth investing the time in, it's worth over-investing the time in. Which, again, I'm running myself entirely out of aluminum. That is just the way we live our life. Alright, the power should be just about spent. Yep, 0.3 kilowatts left. But we have massively expanded our farm. So let's go to the seeds. So I'm going to plant 2 of these and a ton of eggplant. All right. Yep, learning as you go is all part of it. Oh, I actually had a second eggplant stashed. So you needed sulfur, so we need fertilizer. What the heck did I need for the fertilizer? 2 eggplant, sulfur, and algae? Alright. We can do that. 1, 2, 3, sulfur. Alright, so I will need more sulfur to finish that. Okay. So with that, I need to find another cave or something of that nature. Let's try going over this way. I haven't been over this way in a while. Because there were a bunch of caves that were frozen. Are you currently in the lakes phase now? Then, or past it? I'm in the lakes phase, like about 60-70% of the way there. We saw some ice caves over this way somewhere. I think maybe over there? No, let's go this way. That there was ice blocking a lot of the routes before. But as we committed to global warming, we've thawed that ice. Is this Subnautica Beta? No, this is the Planet Crafter. It does feel a lot like Subnautica, just, you know, it's a very different game, but like the vibe feels a lot like it. Okay, so this place looks potentially huge. Yeah, now if you like Subnautica, they do share a lot of similarities. Alright, so I don't seem to be able to get in there anywhere. Or over here. I assume with a wreck this size, we'll either find some kind of material or some way in this place to find something interesting. Here we go. Probably shouldn't be taking all this, but these days I've been doing that just because then I can at least verify I've emptied it. Alright, so the big ship out here is where we're going to be going to for a little bit. The curse of Stream Plant Crafter is you get someone asking if it's Subnoc every few minutes. That's actually the first time I've had someone ask about it, but I do understand the similarities. Like, the isolated vibe is the same, the collection of materials is similar, some of the aesthetics do remind you of each other and all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely fine. I also don't mind people comparing games. It's when they do so in a way meant to be really negative is about the only time that's like, oh, you know, that. Because obviously some of this is just trolling, like, you know, when someone's saying, oh, this is a beta for a game that's been released for, like, years, it's like, no? No, it's not. The key thing that should stand that out is the other game's been released for like 10 years. Yeah, I think yesterday we joked about... Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. That people drawing similarities being like, oh, it's like Subnautica. It's like, yep, it is. There's not really a way to tiptoe around it. Yep, it is. It's very... Like, and I don't mean in a bad way either. It's very similar to Subnautica in, like, the vibe and presence, while being a very different game. Okay, microchip mining 4 speed. I need to make these happen. So the mining 4 speed, so that's an osmium. I don't think I have any osmium left. I don't. So we can't do that. And I need to make the better mapping rockets and all that, and I got a bunch more iron. And a little bit of regret. We got cobalt. Got silicon. Got iridium. Oh, you're full? That's fine. We'll just do this. Oh, that's one short. Because at least I can kind of compress this into the iridium rods, because I'm going to use them all eventually. So I don't feel bad about just shoving them into iridium rods. So plant stuff. We've got more seeds to go here. Let's grab some cobalt. That's more than some. Then go over here and say I would like more air tanks. Okay, there's an eggplant. There's an eggplant. Guess I'll need algae and the sulfur. Alright, so I need to go grab algae. It's just a reskin of another game? Yeah, we've gotten that. Not for this one as much. We've gotten that plenty of times in the past of the channel. Where it's like, this is just his other game. Like, people be like, Potion Persimmon, it's just a reskin of Stardew Valley. It's like, it's really not, though. It, like, about the only similarities is that they're in the same genre. Which is a pretty big deal. Hey, Nalutic, thank you so much for the raid. I do hope you had yourself a good stream. For those who don't know, Nalutic, absolutely a fantastic creator on the platform. What were we streaming today, by the way? I am kind of in... Oh, geez, the amount of algae we can get that fast. I didn't think about that part. 1, 2, 3, and a sulfur. Total battle. I have no idea what that is. But I hope you had a good time. Tell me about the game a little bit. But for those who don't know, Nalutic, absolutely a fantastic content creator. Met through Project Zomboid. Definitely good times were there. All right. How close am I to getting my biodome to? So I need a sulfur, which I don't know where I could find a sulfur right now. So let's go back out this way. It's a game you found on Facebook? Alright. That's not what I expected to hear, but I'll bite. It's a war strategy game, city builder? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think I know the style. Yeah. Facebook still does games? Well, I mean, I don't know if it's on Facebook or, like, found through Facebook, but either way. Oh, come on. I need something to burn a lot of materials on. Like, a lot of materials on. It was advertised on Facebook. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of figuring, is that they didn't do, like, the Facebook gaming thing from back in the day. But so you need a game while chasing your walking baby. Yup. The distance you have to cover to watch over your kids once they learn to walk is a very quick and abrupt and terrifying increase. I am not a parent myself, but I have played the parent, played the role of parent for someone else's kid for 2 years. It's complicated. And it's right around that 2 and 3 when they got really moving around, and that definitely changed the rules of the game quite a bit. Because he found you could play it on PC, so you streamed it, and now we are moved into the new house. Nice! Glad to hear it. Yeah, glad to hear things are going well for you, and it's also good to catch you streaming. Baby turned 1 recently. She's a wild one. Yup. Yup. Getting back into it for funsies? Good to hear. Yeah, I very much enjoy streaming. Alright, so let's get in here. There we go. Alright. But thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Alright. Okay. So it's just like a shredded out cubby back here. Interesting. And so we're just looking for goodies in here real fast. Alright, and we'll read that later. The game doesn't pause in meantime. Yeah, there's all these fusion reactors they ain't good. We haven't got the upgrade for our tool for disassembling stuff. Pretty soon. Do I have enough inventory space for it? I do not, but I'm gonna make it happen anyways. Let's see, there are elements, it looks like Subnautica. Oh yeah, this is very, very Subnautica-esque. Very Subnautica-esque. Drop you, grab the iridium rod. Drop you, grab the silicon. I don't care about the other stuff. And I'm feeling like we've got this place pretty tapped out. But yeah, so it's yeah, no, different developer, but it's got a lot in common with Subnautica. You just like the feeling of isolation on the planet, the slowly up-teching yourself. Now that said, we haven't seen any kind of vehicles in the game so far, and considering some of the terrain, I'm not sure how well a lot of vehicles would work. But in place of that, you get a bunch of like other technologies that Subnautica didn't have an equivalent to. But it's really good. The thing that's kind of interesting is it's less about exploring some mystery in the world. Now, granted, there could be that, but we haven't had the implication of that. And instead, you terraform the planet. And so it's interesting that the terraforming of the planet is actually multiple ways that the progression works. There's one in the progression that's terraforming the planet in that areas you couldn't access before become accessible. And then the other way is you actually unlock your additional tech by hitting certain milestones in your terraforming process. But it is very interesting game. Alright, so let's see what we got here now. Alright, so we grabbed a little bit of aluminum. Let's decrypt the blueprint. A display case. Not really something I particularly need, but, you know, cool nonetheless. We can drop off the uranium. We can drop off the iridium. My silicon box is full. We can drop off the seeds. We can drop off the plants. Oh no, not you two. I need some of these boxes to stop getting full so fast. I don't have places for all these materials. And we've got more of that. Okay. So we were waiting on sulfur. Sulfur is the thing keeping us from advancing the biodome. So I'm running around trying to make that happen. Just gonna drink that now. Let's go ahead and make ourselves more air just because we can. Having 2 of those on me at all times is just really helpful. So I kind of felt we did a good job of exploring that area. We've been over there a lot recently. I don't remember how much we went back here. Gotcha. Well, you have fun. Thank you again for that raid, and I hope you and the wee little one have a good time. It blows my mind that we keep finding boxes that areas I've been across, I could not tell you how many times, and then just bumping into a box there. Basically, I really need to find sulfur, is where we're at. Sulfur or osmium. Oh, I forgot we made this, like, little pocket room that we can pop into real fast and just top off our air. Alright. So it looks like there's a lot more over in that direction. Okay, so we're starting to have ice over here. I grab one more titanium, a silicon, and all that. We could possibly take advantage of that. I need one more iron. You don't worry about the materials I particularly want right now. Pulsar quartz. Okay. That's cool. It's not what I was looking for. But that's cool. I'll grab it. Alright. Yeah, there's fall damage, but it's easy to avoid and it doesn't do a whole lot. It's pretty mild, pretty tame, which I appreciate. Okay. I'm really looking for osmium, though. Got more pulsar quartz over there from the looks of it. Discover the Rainbow Caves. We have Cobalt. We saw osmium back there. Are you kidding me? Look, game. I don't have the inventory space for this. Okay, so we're gonna start heading back. Green? Why? Oh, that's just uranium. Okay. Okay, that's just uranium. I was about to be like, no. No place like home? Absolutely. I'm looking for the blue cave. Blue cave will be osmium. Yeah, so it's basically straight past the ship. Alright. Wait, are you flying? Jetpack, yeah. It's more hovering than flying, but yeah. So I grabbed a bunch of materials that are all exotic. Unfortunately, all those exotic materials I haven't been able to use yet. I haven't had anything requesting yet. So that's cool, but also I don't really know what to do with them. So that's going to be another storage cabinet that's going to be like crystals or something, I don't know. You now taste the tar green. Okay.
Thank you, Harry Paulzak, for subscribing for 4 months. Hiya, Rual. Chat. I quite enjoyed this game. May go back to it again.
Hey, Harry. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I really do appreciate that. And I do hope you're enjoying the stream as well as your advertising free viewing as well as access to emotes. So thank you so much for that support. Yeah, no, I'm very much enjoying it. I mentioned this before. It gives me very Subnautica vibes. Like it scratches a lot of those same itches. We did find the sulfur I needed, so that's one good news. I needed 1 sulfur. We got 1 sulfur. So it's not too terrible. Oh no. Don't do this to me. I have an entire cabinet. No, please. Not like this. Stop giving me more stuff that I don't have room for. Okay, cave stuff. You can go in here for right now. Let's grab 3 iron. Build another cabinet. Oh no. Don't look directly at it. Okay. So I need the 2 fertilizer, this thing, that, and this, correct? For the biodome 2. Alright. I don't need to know if I need a biodome 1 and 2. Alright, our power was basically at its last limb, wasn't it? Okay, so we're making a nuclear reactor, so I need... that, a water, and a uranium rod. Okay, hold please, I'm gonna have to take that apart so I get my power back. Then grab the uranium, and get 9 of it here. There we go. Make the uranium rod. to go down here, grab some water. Hey, Streets the Mage. Congratulations on your 25 stream streak. And I hope you enjoy your extra 450 points going. How's the game so far? It's a lot of fun. I'm very much enjoying it. I had lots of other plans for things I was probably going to do this week. Those plans all went away because I'm enjoying this. That said, later on in the stream, we'll be playing some Odd Sparks. Don't just ignore the cliff sitting inside here. It's fine. Alright, so that's just making an absolutely outrageous amount of oxygen. Okay. You just got home? It was a bad day at work? I'm sorry to hear that. I do hope your day improves. Okay. So we've got a lot of stuff here. I'm going to toss that in there for right now. You're going in my belly. So, for the Pyroclast, I need that in silicon, I believe. I will need a unit of fertilizer, which requires sulfur, correct? It does, so there's no fertilizer happening. We'll drop you in here. Okay, well that's not the most helpful. Crap. Alright, so let's see. What do we else? So I can't make more of these because I need sulfur. And I can't make more of these because I mean osmium. So osmium is our bottleneck, because if I get more osmium, I can get more extractors. If I get more extractors, I can probably get more osmium. And then we would perpetually and always and forever need more aluminum, so that we can just build the various things that speed up the rate we make the planet better. Alright. Or rocket was uranium thing? Rocket was uranium and I believe iridium were the things that could go with the rocket. That said, you did just remind me, I do have 2 other rockets I can make now that I need to deal with. So I got plenty of that, and then stuff that I don't need more of. That's really the big thing, is I'm getting all the other materials at too big of a quantity for what I'm using it. I'm hoping we get something like a mineral grinder or some weird thing like that. Alright, so let's see, because I think we got 2 other rockets we can build now. So we've got the map information rocket, which requires osmium, so I can't do that. And then a GPS satellite 2. Otherwise we had iridium and uranium. So GPS satellite 2, so I need a rocket engine, 2 microchips, and 3 alloy. We can make that happen pretty easily. Just checking to make sure I don't already have one. So I need those 2. The rocket engine is over here. That's a iridium bar and 2 uranium. And I need 2 of the GPS chips. Well, compass chips. So 4 aluminum, 2 silicon, 2 magnesium. 1, 2, 3, 4. I couldn't remember how many it was, so I'm just doing that. Alright, go over here to that chest, drop the silicon back in. I will need 1 more super alloy. Okay, so GPS chip 2. Are we at the point where we may give slight general hint? Or not? So the question about that is, without having any context of what slight general hint is, I can't answer that question. Oh, I need 3 super alloy. I can't really answer that question one way or the other, because I don't have the context. Because what might seem like a slight hint to one person might be a huge thing. Oh, Osmium location? Nah, like, I'd rather find that out on my own. Because I know I found a bunch in a cave. I'm suspecting I'll find others in caves, and I'll probably need to set up an extractor at one of those locations to get more of it, is what I'm assuming I will need to do. Oh yeah, and we need a cobalt. There we go. Alright, let's get our GPS-2 satellite. And then we need the osmium and super alloy. How do you want the no spoilers message? I mean, just like they're generic, you know, like, please ask if we're, like, giving any tips, tricks, spoilers, anything like that. They, you know, I am trying to make mistakes and learn as we go. So let's check our map now. Yeah, so we've got this. We've got... Yeah, so we had that over there. It doesn't look like there's much past that side. So obviously it's very clearly the edge of the map. Surprisingly, it looks like you can get to a lot of that spot. You always liked how the map reflected the progress of the game. I suspect that is probably one of the things, like, yeah, we start seeing the water showing up and all that. That said, I haven't found the map terribly useful. That said, so pressure's still going good. We're not really seeing a lot of action in the oxygen, the heat, and all that. The air pressure is just climbing. So that's good. Biomass is also climbing at a pretty good rate right now. Alright, so we're gonna need to go and do more exploration. How am I doing in inventory? We're doing good. Alright, so what we're gonna go ahead and do... Well, actually, let's stop. Let's stop. Rather than just running out and doing more exploration for osmium, let's burn up some of these materials we got. I've got 11 power, okay. So that would imply I need another reactor, so uranium rod, 3 of the other stuff, okay. Now we find I'll burn up some materials, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got 1 of that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to silicon. 1, 2. Magnesium. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now I just need a uranium rod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I did give myself 1 extra. Cool. Okay. Let's see, prior slow down, add more stuff. You're into that too. That's the thing is, I'm getting too much of being like, I need the next piece of technology. So it's like, all right, let's get some of the stuff to work. So that I can't get more of right now till we get there. Do I have any Lerma seeds? I do not have more Lerma seeds. So we're going to prioritize the regular these things. So I need a lot of water, magnesium, and silicon. One, two, three, four, five. Just grab the whole pile. Grab the whole pile. That's not gonna work. Put a couple of these back. And I need the silicon. Or not silicon, aluminum. Okay. Okay, so I need more silicon. And more aluminum. Alright, so let's check the power, grab the seeds, and do all that. Power-wise, we're still doing relatively good. Let's grab our seeds here. So that's the best one. These are next. We'll start with those. Cool. And do we have enough materials for more of those? Probably. Alright. They're just trying to expand, let's see. Which boosts the, more the flower planter or the grass spreaders? The grass spreaders aren't really about the oxygen so much. They give some oxygen. They're more about biomass, versus these don't give biomass, but they do give oxygen. Alright. So I can grab some more seeds. And we're waiting on more water. Yeah, so I suspect where we had those rainbow caves, I'm willing to bet there's an osmium cave. Because it would just make sense for that to be a thing. I'm trying to grab like one last go of these. Okay, with that we have wiped out our aluminum for the time being. Let's chuck this in here. We're now very low on a lot of things. You didn't plant new seeds? Oh, I see. Yep. Grab 3 new seeds real fast. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the heads up. Because it kind of feels like if I just have the seeds, I might as well put them down. Any 600% seeds? I think so. The golden seeds or whatever. I think I got a couple of those, a couple of 400%, and a couple of, a couple of 300% and all that. We have been using them all as able, as needed, wherever you want to say. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm pretty sure we've used a couple. So I'm waiting on getting more water so I can move before we move on, because I need to do that. I am watching as the lake just grows and grows and grows. They're pretty, yeah. Yeah, you can see some of the red ones in there. Scattered there in the middle. Come on, give me water. I'll have to tear it down just to get a little extra hit of water. Alright, what I'm going to do is while we wait, I'm going to run over here, hit the aluminum real fast, then we'll circle back, grab the water. This gives Subnautica good space vibes? Yeah. They definitely thematically have a lot in common. Oh my god, it's so much more aluminum. The curse continues. Yep. I mean, it's understandable. Like, there's really not many games like Subnautica, and this is one of the very rare ones that hits similar beats. Alright, so I drank the one water to avoid death. Now I got our water handy. We're not going to bother getting a bunch of other stuff set up yet. Okay. And meanwhile, let's grab the beans not ready. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna go past the ship again. Even the UI looks similar? Yeah, but I mean, the UI is not unlike a lot of survival games UI where they're like, okay, food, water, shelter, like food, water, oxygen. Like I said, I don't see it in a bad way, but they're definitely, conceptually, they have similarities while very much being different games. But yeah, like the big difference is we're not unlocking like Land Rovers and submarines and stuff like that, and we're not diving deeper. Instead, we're traveling farther from where we have our base set up and where air reaches and whatnot, and we can make like little outposts if we want. I probably really should be, and I'm being lazy about it because I don't want a billion little outposts everywhere. Even though they are useful. But yeah, so you still have the pressure of, like, air and all the other things. Alright, so it's over here. I think it was that, like, just over this ridge is where we saw the rainbow caves. So I suspect we're going to find an osmium rainbow cave. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this rock formation we found the rainbow caves in. Alright. So we found a green one, we found a red one, we found a purple one, we found a pink one. Take that, take that. Grab you, grab the plant. I don't really like leaving those half-looted, but I also don't want to take the time to pick up or drop other materials in the ground. I could probably get back to my room on the ship, recoup, explore a little bit more. Because he made those little single rooms all over the place. So carrying less oxygen wanted inventory space? Yeah. Yeah, no, what'll probably happen though is like later when I rediscover the chest, I'll grab the stuff and chuck it on the ground. I kinda am curious about if we eventually reach a point that there's enough oxygen in the air that I no longer even have an oxygen gauge, or it's like, you know, it gets super slow. Or we get an upgrade where we get some of the oxygen out of the air kind of thing because it's not quite up enough pressure that could actually sustain us, but, you know, it's not nothing. So like a mod that slows our oxygen drain as opposed to increases our oxygen quantity. Anything of interest down here? Oh, it's literally just the uranium cave. Let's loop back to where we were. That's fine. I'd missed a few pieces. Alright, so let's go this way. Do I have inventory? Grab a silicon, 2 titanium, and some iron. Alright, they'll make us... let us make another little room. That's an interesting tiny little puddle. And grab the sulfur. I'll drink the water, grab that. And honestly, we'll just leave the rest there. I don't really have inventory space. I'm just exploring a little bit. To see if we can't find a new and interesting location for materials that we haven't been able to find yet. Alright, so I'm going to quickly do... because this will be another one for, like, this far edge of the map. That's fine for right now. Okay. Because that way I've got a place way out in this extreme of the map for exploring more. I'm going to kind of work our way back towards the base. Don't do this. We don't care about that right now. Oh. Okay. That's kind of the only reason I'm hoping we could find a vehicle, is I would actually be okay if it was like a slow-moving, more lumbering vehicle. But that it'd have a bunch of storage on it. Kind of like some of the vehicles we had in Subnautica. It would be nice to be able to travel around and be able to go, okay, let me just load up a bunch of materials and drive back home. That flashlight is utterly useless. Okay, well, we can loot it, but it's not going to do us much good right now. Okay, it's basically straight off the front of the wreck ship. For future reference, there's an area off the front of the wreck ship that we haven't explored. Okay. And the good news is that even if we were to get, like, stuck and our progress is slowed, technically we are always moving forward in progression. As long as I don't tear apart all of my buildings that are doing stuff like getting me oxygen and all that, even if it's not at a significant enough rate to be worthwhile, it is technically moving forward. That's clearly a path I can walk across way on the top of those mountains, which makes me deeply concerned that I'm going to go all the way up there at some point. Like, I'm also a little scared that after lakes is going to be oceans. I really am kind of worried that'll be the next step, and that all this stuff I built up here... Well, granted, I've built my base off the ground a good ways. That should give me a bunch of time. That we'll end up having problems with that. Okay. A uranium. Iridium. I see. Just give me a bunch. I'm going to make them into another rod. There's uranium rod. So we did get the extra sulfur, which is something we've been short on. We've gotten our flour. Got more seeds. And we got a rocket engine. What was it I needed for the last rocket? Because I thought there was one more rocket I needed to make. Ah, osmium. That's right. Alright, so we'll just save... We'll save this because I'm not particularly hurting on uranium or iridium, so that rocket can just stay stashed. Okay, and we can make another one of these. So we grab this, grab the fertilizer. Sorry, we need to make the fertilizer. 2 eggplant. Okay, so now I just need to grab 2 of you. Our super alloy. And a magnesium. Alright, so we're straight up out of magnesium, so I need to make that. How is our power? So power is not gonna cut it. Okay. Alright, for right now, we're just gonna chuck all of this in here. And what I need to do is I need to grab a little extra water. And we're out here going for magnesium and silicon. The other materials I really do not need. Okay. Because our supply is getting low. Okay. Because one thing that can help is if I keep getting some of these materials and the aluminum, I should be able... Lake water collector. Reach full lake level. Okay, so we are now officially on that. Next stage, moss. All right. Okay, so the lake water collector collects and filters waters from water surfaces. Okay, so that just lets me get water faster. That's not going to be my immediate priority right now. I want to keep making this. So if we go to this cabinet, oh, we needed, that's right. We, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need another reactor is what I needed. So you need a uranium rod. I need the cobalt. 1, 2, 3. 3 iron, 3 titanium. Cool. So now that knocked out, I can drink some water real fast. And now I can grab all this stuff. Not you. All this stuff. And make another one of our algae things. Honestly, I don't even feel like there's value in me trying to track down the lower level ones to replace them. Okay. Alright, so there are other materials that I should be working on here. So we're out of osmium, we're out of that. Oh. So, bioplast. Okay. I can probably get more heaters going relatively easy. So, 4 of these. 4 silicon. And 4 titanium. Alright, power is on its last limb again, so another one of these would be 3 more aluminum, 3 more magnesium, 3 more silicon, 3 more cobalt. That is finally empty. Okay, we need our uranium rod. And some more water. Okay. Is that inside of your heating the outside? That's the implication, is that I'm heating the outside, but I have to build them inside my house. It's a weird thing. Very genuinely. Because considering these are nuclear-powered heaters, that is a lot of heat I'm generating inside my building. And sure, we could be, like, dumping that heat out into the space out in the world, but also, hear me out, it's still a lot of heat centered around where we live. Alright, so we've got all this. I'm going to take 2 seconds because I need to use the restroom real fast, so I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back here in just a minute. Oh, crap. I didn't see you. That was a back hit. No! No! I didn't see the zombie over all the bodies. Our run is over. That's a bite. That is not the way to go. I looked away for 1 second. That's Project Zomboid. One mistake is all it takes. There were so many bodies, I looked. I messed it up. Don't be bitten. No! No! That's fine. It's good enough. Alright. Hey, train, could you not? Hey, train, please. Train. No. This is not my stop, train. I don't want to go this way. Let me free. Alright, so we're going to... Oh, God. Classic. Alright. Let's see. Maybe events outside. If only you could do it in a classical way of burning oil. The problem is you need oil. Oh, jeez. We know that the planet hasn't been colonized yet by the US, so clearly they don't have oil. Well, the reality is we know it doesn't have oil because we're establishing biological life. And oil is a byproduct of, you know, dinosaur bone goop. Just basically, you know, various life, plant, whatever, being decomposed into oil. So, no life means no oil. All right. So we've got 3 more aluminum that we can use towards making more stuff. Oh, we got tons of power. I can make more of these things for more seeds. That wouldn't be the worst. They really don't make much oxygen per second, though, compared to this stuff. But this requires sulfur, which we haven't found a way to sustain yet. Same with that. We don't have any more Lirma beans or whatever. Maybe we can make more heaters. Because that'll get some of this iridium out of here. That's 10. I think that'll be 2 iridium rods. Alright, so I need 1, 2. One, 2. And 1, 2. We'll need to make more space for those soon. So yeah, next up I'll make another room off this direction to move the heaters into that space. So yeah, that leaves us with just 1 aluminum left, so I think that aluminum stays as aluminum. Alright. So back on another excursion to see if we can't find ourselves some osmium or something of that nature. We did have some area we didn't explore directly in front of the wreck ship, so we're going to take that and then cut that direction. So that's basically where we're at, is I just need to find a place with osmium. I do think with all the things I can get osmium from, I do think it probably makes sense for me to to build another extractor, and we can go to the caves where we found the osmium before and see if I can put it in the caves. I don't know if that works or not. But I just realizing I probably could have just done this the whole time, but it cost me my aluminum extractor, which might be what we do. Save up a little aluminum. So like deliberately don't use our aluminum for a little while. And then move the extractor into the cave up by the wrecked ship where we found the osmium before. The other thing that could potentially happen, could you only build one extractor? Yeah, because I need more osmium for another extractor. And osmium's what I'm short on. Hello, cave. Oxygen multiplier fuse. No idea what that is. Well, we're officially into Subnautica territory. We've got a door. I couldn't interact with it in any way that I saw. I just realized there's super alloy in here. So it's absolutely worth us running around and checking for everything. Yeah, it's like, there's no like weird secret world thing going on. Finds a giant ancient door, is like, alright, well never mind. Disregard. I can't interact with it yet, so I am wondering if we terraform the planet enough, if then we'll be allowed to. I'm getting worried that I don't remember the way out. Luckily I have 2 bottles of air, so... So the way out was definitely to the left. Like, back into the left of the door. That looks right. Because I noticed from the distance that it had a vaguely temple look. Oh, there's more stuff in the front of that. Alright, let's get to our oxygen. Then it looks like I can actually enter the front of the ship, too, that I missed. Yep. Yeah, no, the rain phase was the phase before liquid water, which is the phase before lakes, which is the phase before moss, which is what we're on now. Yeah, there's a lot of super alloys, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's check where I saw the box on the other side of this. I mean, I'll take that. That's not bad. Oh, that's just pool water. Alright, so let's just go ahead and keep rushing over here real fast. So yeah, so that kind of stands as almost like a temple there. That's the reason I went over there. I was like, oh, that's really an odd formation. You saw those running drills from the very beginning? I got rid of most of the little ones. At this point, the amount they contribute was so negligible, it wasn't worth me really keeping them. Alright. Let's race up here, because we haven't been up this way. There's a weird seam in the ground. There's a area over to the right there. Heat multiplier fuse. Is there any of these materials I don't really care about? Let's go ahead and drink that. Snag this. It doesn't matter. I did see there's a building over here real fast. Let's race over there. Just get a peek at what we might be looking at. I'll probably have to come back for it. Huh. Oh. Okay, I see. I see. So we want to come back to this place. There's going to be a lot in here. It's like a cargo ship that's smashed down. Might be a cave over there as well. Plant rocket. Okay. Oh, look, your least favorite wreck? Because you have to climb over everything and it's weird to navigate? Because that's the way it looked like to me. Alright, so there's more over there that I can't reach right now. You think the cargo ship is new? No idea. But like I said, I went in there, I was like, oh, there is a bunch of stuff in here. But navigating it is rough. I really hate how incredibly useless this flashlight is. Well, I definitely don't recognize any of this. Where are we? Oh, but I already looted that whole place. Okay. But I already looted all the iridium out of that place. Looks like some type of toxic crater. Yeah, so I'd already looted that cave of all the iridium. I guess it respawned. I didn't think it would. I thought it was like you picked it clean and then you're just done. So there's a bunch of goodies in that place. Alright, so we're going to start by dropping off the aluminum. Insert this fuse into the optimizer to boost the performance of nearby machines. Look, game. Why are you doing this? Alright, so drop that there. Drop you here. We can go to the plants. Drop everything but the Lerma. We're going to use the Lerma right away. We can drop you in here. And all of those. Drop that in there. Drop these here. Okay. So with the Lerma, I could do more of that. So I need 1 aluminum, 1 magnesium, and 2 water. And plunk one of these down over here. And get more grass growing. You think that in the future, that flashlight would be, like, the new sun just dropping in? So there's a flashlight upgrade. I need to check it. I think it also is depending on osmium. Okay, so the map formation, that's osmium. Oh, this will be easy. Well, that's actually the tier 2. So we have the plant rocket. Increases moss spread, gives global generation bonus by spreading bacteria from outer space. That seems incredibly dangerous. We're doing it. We are absolutely, without question, getting space bacteria involved. Alright, so I need a unit of fertilizer. 2 eggplant and 3 algae. And what else? Oh, I need super alloy. That's right. I need 2 super alloy because all the rockets have required 2 super alloy. There's gonna be more to it than that, but what? I guess in a lifeless planet, it should be an ecological disaster. I was thinking more, you never know what we're gonna do to make the world... Oh, I need a Lirma? Ow. So I guess now what we're doing is we're gonna gradually deconstruct the grass stuff and make it into rockets and start working on that, maybe? Plan rocket. Bam! Go for it. It might also be those things that once I... That's certainly how that works. You just take some plant, you launch it into space, and then suddenly more plants on your planet. And you've got mail. Alright. Riley. Use ore extractors in different areas, specific materials. Rockets, really important. Help boost your ancient encrypted. Today is the inauguration of Space Warp Gate. It took 2 years to build and finally allow us to easily cross the Ethereal Prime sector. But as soon as we turned on our main power reactor, everything went wrong. The power immediately went down, all reactors and stabilizers broke within a few minutes, and the spaceship was inexplicably drawn to the closest planet. We have tried everything to fix it, but it seems there's nothing we can do. The whole crew escaped in escape pods, and I sent a distress signal. I'm going to my... I know it says pod, but because of the font, it looks like poo. I'm going to my poo now, too. What a waste. That is what poo is. All these months of work will be lost. I can't understand what happened. This shouldn't have happened. Yay! Let's dance in the space bacteria. Woo! Space bacteria. Let's get it everywhere. I especially love how it's apparently large enough that we can visibly see it. But yeah. So some of those it's not clear, like the GPS, for example, when I launch those up, they seem to just be permanent. Once I've launched it, it's just there, which, you know, of course, does make sense. And then there's other ones like that one's like, do I launch more than one of these, or what? So what we're gonna try doing, and I know I might end up regretting this, is I keep not getting the materials I'm looking for. So I do know a place that we did find osmium. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna drink some water. But second, I'm gonna go over here to our aluminum platform thing here. And you're coming with me. We're gonna grab our character a quick snack, and I'm gonna try to go to the cave where we found the osmium and just huck the extractor down in the cave or as close to the entrance of the cave if I cannot put in the cave itself as I can. Let's grab a bean. Because I'm curious if we can get osmium that way. Because if I can, we leave the one up here getting osmium. Then we use that to build one down below to get the aluminum. And that'll put us in a shape to get both materials. And that would be really good for us. And then, like, if that's just the case, that would give us the materials we need to just go around and set up stuff. Then I'd have to remember where I found the sulfur to begin with and do that, because we found the osmium in here. Oh! We've got enough heat that we actually opened up more of this. So let's see if I can just dump an extractor in here. How's the plant crafting going? It's going good. I didn't bother checking the resources. Iron. It's drilling iron. Oh yeah, no, I was here earlier, it's just... Ah, now it opens up to this area, so now I've got a gateway to get here naturally. What? Oh, it's a meteor shower. I'm a little disappointed. That place is just, that we don't get osmium out of it. Alright, well, I mean, that's fair. Warning, seismic activity detected. Yeah, no, it's a meteor shower going on. So let's put this extractor back on the aluminum, because that's a material we know we need, we know where we can find it. We got enough materials that I am going to keep the materials for another extractor. Yeah, no, that's there's gonna be some way to renewably get osmium. We just gotta figure it out. But for right now... But you here. got our aluminum one going. And how much osmium did we get down there? We got 6. So 2 of those are going to be remained for extractor purposes. Yeah, and that was the thing. At first I thought it was a one and done that never respawned, so I didn't have a reason to go back there. Because other stuff implied it didn't respawn as well. So that threw me off. So let's see. For osmium, what were the buildings that we were waiting on for osmium? So the shredder I don't care about. I'm going to keep 2 of that for that. I think it was stuff over here we were looking at. Oh, we had the mapping satellite. That's right. We had the mapping satellite. That's probably going to be extremely powerful, so let's consider doing that one as one of our first ones. Yeah, so mapping. So I need a super alloy rod, which I don't know if we can even make. Yeah, so we can't make the satellite yet because we don't have a super alloy rod. We already have those. The mining speed 4, I think, is worth an osmium, so that's a super alloy and that. Because honestly, anything that just is a permanent upgrade, we should just do. Oh, I just need aluminum magnesium? Why didn't I do that earlier? We can upgrade our flashlight. All those are all upgraded. We got the blueprinting stuff, which I don't have half the stuff I need for. Okay. A tier 2 flower spreader. Okay. I will deal with you in a second. Oh, geez, the plant increase on that. How are we doing in power? Yeah, so again, I'm going to toss 2 osmium here. Well, let's just toss the osmium in there for right now. I've already forgotten what the heck I needed for the satellite. Right, the super alloy. So I don't have what I need for the super alloy rod or whatever. Alright, so let's deal with what we can do with the sulfur first. I got 4 of it. So we got the tier 2 flower spreader would be a massive, massive increase in the amount of plants we could do per second. So I need 2 super alloy, 2 fertilizer. And then fertilizer was sulfur, 2 eggplant, 3 algae. So there's 2 eggplant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 algae. Grab 2 more eggplant. And I need 2 super alloy. And you're going to take, was it 30 or 40 power? We should be alright. Yeah, we'll be fine either way. Okay. So this should be a significant increase. I think that was the reason why they started having us use the other stuff for satellites. Alright, so we should get flowers here now. Got achievement for putting my first flower spreader. Let's go to cobalt. Get some more oxygen going. Okay. So I should be able to make... So that was all but 2 of our sulfur. I can probably make a second one of those. One, 2, 3, 4. I'll need more power for it. And 6 more algae. And then 2 more of these. Also need 3 more because I'm going to need to make a reactor. Which just need to grab a uranium rod. Okay. Cool. Does you feel like these crafting games should automatically use materials out of your storage if you have a crafting bench in the same building? Yeah, no, that's become a common feature in these games these days, but yeah, it's lacking in this one. I really prefer that over having to let me go through all of my boxes and figure out which the heck box I had what in. It's the same with like the slice of lifestyle games. I've gotten to the point that anytime I get into a game that doesn't have that feature, it really has been like, oh my god, why don't they just have it? It's like just a common feature nowadays. Alright, so we can grab you. Actually, 1 second. What does it take me to make another room? 2 super alloy. Okay, we can do that. So 1 of you. 1 of you. You. 1 of you. Boom, boom. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. Machine optimizer. There's something inside? Oh, it thinks I'm trying to deconstruct the room. Just moving all of these. Not be blocking this room, because I'm gonna probably need to expand stuff in that room anyways. Okay. Cool. So we got all that sorted. And we unlocked, what were you again? Machine optimizer. Find and insert fuses. This will boost the performance of nearby machines and requires 2 explosive powder. Which requires more sulfur I don't have. Excellent. How is our power, by the way? 61 kilowatts. Oh, good. The flashlight's actually capable now. Alright, so let's go over here. Grab 2 of these. What does an extractor cost? So we could handle the energy of that. So it requires an iridium rod, super alloy, titanium, and all that. Fair enough. Let's go here and get ourselves another super alloy. Need an iridium rod. And a titanium and an aluminum. Now, do we have resources? Yeah, we're good. Alright, so. Let's see, that's something that killed Animal Crossing. That's something that kills Animal Crossing for you? Oh, just like the inability to work on a lot of that stuff? Okay, so this would give us iridium, one would expect. It does respawn. That's the thing I didn't catch, is that it does actually respawn in these caves. Which gives me a place I can come back to for both iridium and aluminum. So the thing to catch is that caves, they do all respawn their materials. So if I plunk this down in the cave, I do get an iridium drill. I think that's worthwhile. Which then implies to me, so I would need aluminum, silicon, titanium. There's so much in here. Which then implies to me what I should do. I'm gonna leave the seeds there. Is that can I find a unit of titanium in here? Yes, I can. Alright, for just a moment, I'm gonna drop you. Okay. I don't have the materials for it. The material cost of these drills is not low. Yeah, so that cave up there was also not available before. So, let's check out our new location. I'm gonna grab... Well, first I'm gonna check our power. And assuming we have enough power, I'm gonna grab enough materials to get more extractors going. Because then, in theory, I should be able to run around to these different points periodically and be like, oh, I need more aluminum, let's go grab the aluminum drill. Oh, I need more of this, let's grab this drill. And work on all that. Alright, so how is our power? I imagine it's probably not great. Nope. Okay, so let's pop in here to the iridium box. It's full. There we go. Go to the aluminum box. Go to the uranium box. I'll need to grab 9 of you. Alright, so I need 2 more super alloy. The good news is this burning through a lot of these materials, so we're finally getting some of the storage underway. No, I didn't grab enough. Cool. The flowers, do we add to the spreaders? I didn't realize we had to add flowers to the spreaders. Let's look at that. I see. Okay, I did not realize that actually had to have a flower put into them. So sort them. Pop down here. We got a couple of these ones that are like 600. There should be a second one. There you are. All right. So, if I was going to build another drill, I'm going to need 2 of you. Iridium rod, aluminum, titanium. Was it a cobalt was the last ingredient? No, it's super alloy. That's fine, I'll still need the cobalt. Okay. Go grab the iridium rod. And a titanium. Finally chipping away at all these things. So let's go grab some water. There we go, proper flowers. So what I'm thinking, though, is let's head over here to where we saw... Oh, you know what I need to grab as well? Beacon, titanium, silicon, aluminum. Yeah, let's run back real fast. Let's grab the stuff we need for a beacon, and I'm going to drop one in the uranium cave as well. Oh, here's a question. I don't think it's going to work the way I want it to. So let's grab that, and let's grab a titanium. Oh, we're finally down to actually being in the titanium box. Alright, so I've got enough for... Oh, I need a silicon as well. Let's run down here to where we saw the cave full of the super alloy. I doubt I can just slap down an extractor drill on super alloy and it work. But... I want to find out. Because being able to just straight up extract super alloy would massively reduce our use of aluminum. If not that, we're going to cut over to where the uranium cave is and plunk one down in the uranium. Because I have a feeling uranium's going to be one of those materials I'm going to need just more and more and more of because of the reactors. You know what we ought to do? We should probably grab those exotic crystals and everything. And take those to the fusion generators, the fusion reactors that we weren't able to interact with. Because we already tried the uranium rod, the iridium, and the iridium rod. Okay, don't expect this to work. Why are you yellow as opposed to red? Okay, no luck. It was worth trying. Because if I could have just pulled up super alloy, like straight up super alloy, that would have saved a huge amount of materials. Alright, so let's zip over here, drop in and rest, go to the uranium, drop down our extractor drill there. That'll basically use up all the osmium we've mined so far. Then it looks like because we thawed the area out, there's a whole extra area we can reach now past where the osmium was. I hadn't realized we'd gotten the temperature high enough that we had melted our entire way through that cave. Okay. Let's go around this way, because I think this is where the uranium cave was. It's over here somewhere. There's a crack that goes in the wall. All right. Nope. Oh, that's not the button I want. Alright, so looking like a bust so far as, as far as that goes. That's a bummer. There's no whole another area we'll reach once it gets way hotter. We have a flowing river now. We also have that box down there. It looks like this will lead on to other cave systems later. That's weird. But not yet. Alright, we need to start heading back towards the home. See, it looks like a lot of these caves. Oh, that's back in here. A lot of these cave systems down here that they don't let you really go very far in them. Like, and you can't. Sorry, not far in them. That's not what I mean. They don't let you just spit down an extractor for a lot of that and just go with it. All right, so let's get over here. We should be able to reach this just fine. It's kind of a bummer. You love how the uranium is always depicted as being infused into glass. Oh, just where it's like glowing green and bright and all that, versus like actual uranium is more like RimWorld, where it's just kind of a dull gray. Okay. Well, the idea is not that you'd be able to select the ore. The idea is you'd put the drill and it's like, this is what's here. The thing that's a bit disappointing is that you go to those places that we can just go there and grind and farm and all that. But I can't really target the ore there. Like, you go to the place that's very clearly the area you get uranium, or the area you get this, and a lot of them don't work. The iridium one worked, so I find it interesting that that worked and the uranium one didn't. I don't really know why, but it is interesting that that is the case. Got 2 sulfur. Toss these in the plants. Okay, so we should have everything we need for both the beacon and the drill. Check the blueprints, maybe? Are there higher level miners? There probably are. So you have biomass screen, orbital screen, seed spreader, DNA manipulator. Oxygen-wise, it looks like we're getting pretty close to maxed out here. T4 drill generates pressure, releasing gases trapped in the ground. Nuclear fusion generator. T2 machine optimizer. Ah, T2 and T3 ore extractor. I see. Honestly, in that case, what I'm just gonna go ahead and do here is just plunk this other one over here, so when I'm short on aluminum, I could just do this. Yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna need better drills, because I don't feel like I need any of the other stuff, really. Like, maybe getting one for magnesium wouldn't be the worst, but eh. So we can plunk that down there. We can go to the magnesium one, the silicon one, titanium one. Oh, and we were so close to actually having those emptied out and not have to worry about them again. Actually, I'm going to grab 2 out of there, make some more air. Alright, so with that, though, what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to run over this way. There's an area back here we didn't get a good look at through the cave we can get the osmium from. So, on one hand, the osmium might be back so I can pick up more, and that, you know, is a material I need. On the other hand, there's a whole area we haven't explored back there that would be worth going. Like, we did see that there was a wrecked ship back there. So let's grab 2 titanium, 3 iron and a silicon. That's iron again. Actually, did we ever go up here? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Could you get more inventory space for your person? Not right now. You do get upgrades, but I just did an upgrade not too long ago. But we haven't unlocked another one. You got a giant chunk of ice over there. Got more sulfur back already. Okay, so it's all green. Then we have like this weird area. Alright, let's quickly top off our air. Okay. So I wanted to go over to the cargo ship over here and see what we find. It wouldn't surprise me if we would find more caves with interesting materials back here as well. But that cargo ship likely has some pretty good stuff hidden within it. Where did the air in the room come from? Oh, it's just, you know, it came from the room. Explosive powder, we can grab some of these things. Take the iron and that. Grab me these. Take the magnesium. Okay. They've got heaters. I don't care about anything in that box. Can't open those. Take the cobalt real fast. Give me the engine. Give me the plant. Give me the aluminum. Give me the iridium. Give me the other iridium. Take the iridium back. Give me the sulfur. Honestly, I'm not as impressed with this ship. Like, it has a lot of valuable resources, but I'm not seeing, like, a computer terminal or anything like that, or, like, more story dialogue. Or let's keep looking, though. Not even good. Well, actually, I'll drop off an aluminum for Super Alloy, because that's made with aluminum, so it really doesn't feel like I should just ignore it. Okay, take the aluminum, give me the sulfur. Take the aluminum. Give me the chip. Take the aluminum, give me the sulfur. Take the iridium, give me the whole bar. Drink the water. Grab some aluminum. Yeah, so I'm not seeing... It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but that's fine. It could just be scattered all over the ground. Yeah, so it looks like it's just an area full of some pretty solid materials. Which is fine. We did get a blueprint kind of thing, so it's not like I'm unhappy with it. Meanwhile, let's take a quick look around here. And then we'll start our way back. Because there's a good chance somewhere back here there could be another cave or another area we can possibly get into. Look, game, don't do this to me. Grab you. Alright. Just trying to race along. We already checked this area. Oh no, you can get behind that. So it's an arcade full of osmium and sulfur. It's got a pretty good amount in here too. I have no inventory space and I'm not going to juggle it right now. Okay, so in the future, they're past the warehouse ship, off to the left. There's more osmium and all that good stuff. Okay. Neat looking place, but I'm not seeing any new materials. Okay. So that'll definitely be a place to check out later. I suspect once we get the area hot enough that that ice melts out there, we'll get access to new materials. I need to get beat. Need to get back. Can you make a looting wreck suggestion tip? Sure. I mean, I know I could build lockers and all that and grab stuff and just run into the lockers and not go back and forth. I just really don't care about half the loot in there. Most of those materials are effectively renewable, so it's not that big a deal. Like right now, the big painful ones are osmium, and uranium to a lesser degree, and aluminum. Okay, top off for air. There we go. Alright, it is a shame that it's such a long commute to and from those places. It just takes like such a long time to travel. But my... Oh. A little bit has changed since we went into those caves. When did the ground turn green? That just suggests exactly. Locker in your oxygen makes it so inventory is less of a hassle. You don't have to inventory hustle. Yeah, but it's usually I just go in, grab like the handful of things I want. Mostly our stuff doesn't matter. So I guess our green stuff is going well. So when do you get a car? I am not aware if there are even vehicles in this game. I have had nothing that implies there are yet, but we don't know. Let's see, new blueprint received, microchip map, okay. Let's go here to conceal. To be fair, a lot of those areas, even if we did get, I'm gonna need to get new storage. Even if we did get a vehicle, I feel like a lot of the map is designed in such a way it would not be particularly traversable by vehicle. Yeah, but the thing is, we're not a well-funded research thing. We're a convict who got yeeted onto a planet and told figure it out. And then if we manage to convert the planet, we get pardoned. So, you know, if we fail, they just find the next person to yeet onto the planet. What locker did I put that in? Oh, I put these in the wrong locker. I was so confused, like, man, I didn't... These go here. I was like, when does this get full? Alright. Be happy with the jetpack and agility boots. Yeah. Alright. So let's see. We have the machine optimizer, which takes a ton of energy, but helps out with a lot. But first, microchip map allows map to be displayed from anywhere, and we have to find obsidian, which is a new material we haven't seen before. Cool. Nothing new here. The only thing we haven't built here is we haven't built the machine optimizer or the lake water collector. I just haven't had a need for it. Yeah, the thing I'm noticing is we're very quickly building up our oxygen. Like, we're getting the last couple objectives for oxygen and heat. Pressure, we still got a long ways of... Well, that's the overall terraforming. Pressure, we still have a decent ways as well. We're making good progress there. So that's good. Okay. So let's go to our plants. So it almost feels like... So this, it's producing 108 ppq per second. So those are more efficient. Sorry, these are way more efficient from that aspect, I think. Alright, so it's almost like I should start winding these down and doing the other stuff. But yeah, being able to see like little bits of green on the ground now, that's pretty sweet. Drink some water. Grab some more water up there. I need more algae. Okay. So we still need to figure out how you make super alloy rods. Yeah, so we need the super alloy rod we'll need to be able to make. We've already got those. We built all the other rockets. That's fine. $79,000. So if we look at our list of stuff here, it's hard to tell which of these I'm the farthest from. Tree spreader or extractors, gas extractors, flower spreaders, nuclear reactors, bigger drills, nuclear fusion reactors. All right. Oh, it didn't play the sound. That's weird.
Take a sip. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, that was a slow one. So basically I'm trying to decide what I need to be working on. Oh, let's pop over here. I forgot we hadn't had this. So at 80 tons, so we still just need to be going plants. The other stuff we've got pretty well in line. We just need to be going for plants. So let's keep going for these things. So I need 2 fertilizer. All right. So for fertilizer, I need the eggplants and the sulfur. Fair enough. Let's just grab a bunch of sulfur in our inventory. And let's pop over here and go eggplant, 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 and eggplant, and eggplant. Cool, so I got a couple of that. We need super alloys. Let's run down here and do this. And go back up here, grab ourselves a seed. Also, give bean. Grab one of the seeds out of here. That's not the right seeds I'm looking for. 400%er. Okay. So let's pop in down here. And then go over here to set up the new one. And get that planting flowers. Alright, so little by little we're getting all those flipped over. Because we need to get way more plants going. We're still doing fine on power, because these are pretty power hungry, but not as power hungry as I was thinking. So problem is I need another eggplant. We're not doing anything till that happens. Yeah, so I'd also need more algae, so let's run and grab the algae. Okay. Posture check? Yep, I am doing the slouch. Shrimping a whole bunch up here. Okay. Let's drop a whole bunch of that off. I need more eggplant. Alright, bear with me for just a minute, chat. I need to use the restroom, so I'm going to quickly do that, and I'll be right back. So thank you again for tuning in, and I'll be back here in just a minute. I like when we break the physics engine. Her head was stuck in the wall. Like, stuck in the wall. Not even just like a little stuck in the wall either. The radius they hear you smaller, it lowers the chance per step of you being heard, which is not great. But yeah, and it also, sneaking does nothing for being able to be seen, only heard. So if you walk, if you're thinking you're gonna do stuff like Assassin's Creed, where you like, you know, you start sneaking like directly in front of a guard or something, and the guard's gonna be like, what? I didn't see anything. All right, and I am back. Let's see. So the eggplant's gonna take a little while to grow another eggplant. I could plant more of these. Alright, how much, what do these cost? So those are just iron and aluminum. We could build a couple. Let's get another generator going so we can get 3 super alloy going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get the better generator, and it's just be like, you know, all of this stuff we've been building this whole time. Oh, I need the cobalt. I think I grabbed too much of a bunch of these materials. Okay, need a uranium rod. I can't get a uranium rod. Okay. What would it cost me to get a rocket up into space to do that? Why is it also so incredibly dark? The game has been getting darker and darker as time's been going on at night. So uranium, 3 cobalt and a rocket engine. All right, let's go ahead and get that because I need more uranium now. So grab the cobalt. We can grab the rocket engine. Did I? Or we can just build a drill 4. I'm still gonna go with that. I thought I grabbed the cobalt. I still think we get the uranium because I'm gonna run into power issues immediately anyways, so uranium is on its way. Alright, now what does the drill 4 require? A lot of... Oh my god, there's a lot of super thing. Alright, a lot of osmium. I understand. I understand you want all of the osmium. So in the meantime, I need more super alloy. Two more cobalt. Grab the iron, silicon, magnesium, titanium. Yep, and now I just need water and uranium. Okay. There we go, a little bit more over there. Did you cause an asteroid storm? Yes. I sent up a rocket that its whole gist is it attracts asteroids to your location. And you can target them specifically for uranium and iridium asteroids. I targeted uranium. Because iridium, I could just go over there and hit the drill, and the cave is pretty lucrative and all that stuff. There's another one. That's my inventory full. Cool. Yeah, so we're getting proper green ground now. And there's a tier 4 heater. I wasn't quite ready for that, but okay. Alright, let's just go here. Build our reactor so that we can afford to build more stuff. Okay, so the next tier reactor requires explosive powder. That's actually not that much. Yeah, that'd be that much worse. And it's like the equivalent of like 10 of our other things. It also adds a lot to the pressure too. So that's good. I was making that still. Yeah, so I still need another eggplant, which those are growing. So let's drop the eggplant in here for now. Drop these in here for now. It's full. What were the 2 explosive powders for? There's something that was waiting on the explosive powder, and I don't remember what it was now. Wasn't a bet? Oh, it was the booster. so uranium rod, 2 iron, and a cobalt. Okay. God, there's another locker there. Okay, we've got a couple of these. So we've got heat multiplier fuse, 500%, oxygen multiplier fuse. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the heat one because these machines are all bunched together, so it feels like it's already set up well for it. Okay, so that's fine for right now. I feel like the game is intentionally not giving us a bigger power plant when it sees we have 15 of those little ones. Yeah, so we're getting really close to the bigger power plant because we got a bigger one there, we got a bigger one there. So we're doing pretty well in a lot of those things. All right, Night Dweller, you have a good sleep and all that good stuff. Let's grab all that, make another uranium rod. Not what I wanted to do, it's what I did. Okay. And we'll just make some more super alloy because we can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We are slowly wearing down these supplies. Oh, I need more cobalt. Yeah, because that's empty. And we're finally in the original locker for our cobalts as well. Okay. Okay, so that should give us plenty of power for a while. Alright. So if I get enough fertilizer, we can do this. Gotta be better use than that. Let's not worry about that. Alright, let's get ourselves a snack. The eggplant's still growing, still doing its thing. Alright, so tier 4 heater. Let's start working on those. So I need... Alright, so I need magnesium, and I need silicon. So let's go ahead and start trying to get more magnesium and silicon. First, let's go to our aluminum drills, because they'll have some in them as we go. Alright. Just checking real fast. So we were building you. So I need super alloy, silicon, titanium, aluminum, and once again the iron grows. Alright, let's run back over there to the others, grab that. Let's see, you just notice that it is somewhat odd system, but it does not seem unenjoyable. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a weird system the way this works, the progression, how you unlock stuff. I think it's fine. Got the magnesium I see as we're going by. Okay. Alright, so we got the 3 of those, and we would need 2 iridium rod explosives. We can go here and boom, boom. And we would need the explosives, which were in... Didn't I have a box of the explosives in it? I thought I already had some explosives. I guess not. What do I need to make explosives again? 2 sulfur and an iridium. And with that... Oh! You big. I have underestimated you and how big you were going to be. You real big. Alright, so we can drop off the magnesium. Cobalt. Once again, more iron than I need. Drink her water. Eggplant's not quite ready for me. It's getting close. Alright, so our heat is climbing pretty fast now. Our oxygen's climbing pretty fast. Pressure is not moving very fast. Neither is biomass. For the tier 4 drill. Where are you, tier 4 drill? Right, we have osmium. So let's go ahead and do an osmium run. Because now we know 2 places I can get it. Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were saying that because you thought I was answering a question for you or whatever. I mean, I understand ads happen on the platform. It's just one of those things. How far underwater did your previous location end up? So I got the whole thing moved around the time that the bottom floor started to fill up a couple inches. Like, there's a couple inches of water inside the building. So I didn't get particularly deep. But, alright, so this hasn't had a chance to recover yet. That's okay. We had found a second cave. Wait a second. Oh, that just melted through. Okay. This is just a shortcut place. This room doesn't have anything interesting in it itself. It might be worth putting an extractor in here, seeing if maybe these are materials that I can't drill by hand. Because I commented this would be a place that we might find interesting stuff later. That's cool. So now I have a shortcut. Oh. Do that. Maybe it's just the way it broke down and displayed. Yeah, so that's where the osmium is. Let's run over here. And pop into our little room for our air real fast. And I am gonna do this just because I can. Drop you off, drop you off. Honestly, drop all of this off right here. The entire idea behind that is I'm gonna race over here to where the osmium was. Grab the osmium. Oh, hi, aluminum. Alright, because there's osmium in a cave over there to the side. I'm mostly just emptying out my inventory and getting these things out of the way for now. But then I can come back for, like, the aluminum and anything I care about here. Alright, so that didn't go over there. It was over here. We had another osmium cave. Maybe this is the way it broke down and displayed? I don't really understand what's going on. It's all good. Alright, so this is where we saw the osmium earlier. Okay. Yep, and that's what this place is. It's just a place you find osmium. Alright. But you and JD were talking about research and unlocking the game system? Yeah. No, and I said, I think it's a perfectly reasonable system. I like that it kind of goes, because you've got, like, your overall terraform index in the top right, which is just kind of your overall score being, like, how terraformed is the planet. But doesn't get into, like, the specifics. So then you unlock stuff through the specific breakdowns and all that. Alright, so let's organize this. What do we want to bring? Grab you, use materials. Grab you and you. You. I need magnesium. We'll grab the silicon, and we'll grab that. The plants, I honestly have a lot of really good plants back home for right now. Well, actually, drop you off. Grab the 400%ers, and we'll leave the others. Okay. So that's what we're doing, is we're just doing an osmium run. Grab some osmium way out here. Drop you off, grab that. That'll do. Okay. There's just always more goodies to grab. They never stop. Oh, straight fertilizers. Yeah, alright, get that out. Grab the fertilizer, we move on. Because straight up fertilizer is a rather expensive material. Got the iridium in here. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Is this a normal run, or is there any settings amped up? You crashed last night and you didn't see the full stream, but your MT progress seems to be going super quick compared to mine. I think we just have a lot of time into it. Is basically what I think we got going on, because we haven't changed any settings off of their defaults. We literally just hit standard and went. Alright. It's time that I accept I need to make more storage. So let's grab some iron. Okay. Toss the sulfur in there. Toss the plants in here. We can drop the osmium in there. We didn't have enough space for it. Uranium here. Iridium there. Okay, so what did I even need the fertilizer for? Ah, the T2 flower spreader. So we need another super alloy. Making our super alloy happen real fast. Right now I just need the water. Okay. So let's grab another good flower and swap these out real fast. Continue to build up as much as we can. So we'll grab over 400 percenters. Run down here. I probably have a couple of... There we go. Pop over here to you. So we can keep growing more and more flowers. Okay, we also have the eggplant is grown. So we can make more fertilizer. Which was, I believe, eggplant. It was what? Algae, eggplant, and sulfur. Let's grab 4 of those. Should be enough for all of it. And grab the whole stack of algae. I think I had 1 more eggplant there. Okay, so we got 4 fertilizer. 5 fertilizer. Okay. So let's see here. We're at 73. So I can build 1 of these, and then I need another reactor. Fair enough. That's okay. I am basically fully depleted on magnesium and silicon. Now let's grab another flower with 400%. I don't think we have any of the better flowers left in the regular tanks. Oh, tons of flower ones. You haven't replaced your stuff yet? Yeah. We're making progress. Alright, so now I need another reactor. Which is where I'm going, oh, uranium's gonna be a big problem. Because now I'm actually using it at a very rapid rate. So I got 1 for those. I'm going to need more of everything. In the meantime, let's pop over here. We can drop all of you in there. We can drop the uranium rod there. So I'm basically looking for magnesium, silicon, and that's gonna be it for right now. Let's pop down here real fast. I got a bunch of magnesium, so that's all thing. But see, last thing you did was add a bunch of heat producers, then hit a power bottleneck. Yeah, that's where I'm at, is I'm starting to hit a power bottleneck where I'm just not getting uranium fast enough to build more reactors. Okay, I think we pull down one of those extractors from the aluminum and switch it over to someplace else. See if we can't get magnesium, like any of the other materials would be good. So let's grab some water. The question is, where would we find other materials that are useful to us? Because right now we're getting a lot of aluminum very quickly, but we're just hurting on magnesium and silicon. So let's pop over here, tear this thing down. Let's go grab a unit of aluminum and a unit of silicon, because I believe that's what I will need to build a beacon. And we're going to try moving this extractor around a little bit until we can manage to... Actually, how much power does an extractor use? Don't make me regret this. Oh, never mind, we tore one down, so I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, so let's grab an aluminum and a silicon. So what we're doing is we're going to move this to a couple different places and see if we can't get it to, say, silicon or anything else useful for us. Yeah, so I'm kind of figuring that is, let's go to the desert. I could see a certain amount of logic in sand giving you silicon because, for those who don't know, typical sand is SiO2. For its chemical makeup, and the Si being silicon. So that's just the periodic form, well, the chemical formula for quartz. Let's try popping over here into the desert. See what the desert says when we plunk one of these down in it. Silicon. We found the quartz cave earlier? Yep. Alright, so let's run back here. The next question is where we would find magnesium. Because that I don't really have a clue where you find in real life. So far as, like, to mine it, find it, whatever. Because we did find the rainbow caves and all that kind of stuff, and collected a bunch of materials, all of that. Got a magnesium. What is our power looking at now? We have 34. Ooh. I can actually set up another drill. And I'm going to. Let's grab 2 of you. What else do I need for another drill? An aluminum. Alright, that should be easy. So grab an iridium rod. Grab you. Oh, I need a silicon. Let's try and grab a silicon real fast. Okay. Oh, I have been maliciously misspelling a lot of the names. Because people are making a big deal of it, because it's just like rushing it. So I was like, alright, you don't know a can of worms you've opened. Which is the reason we live in home. HOEM. Okay, so I need aluminum and a titanium. Alright. Oh, I also will need a second silicon, titanium, and aluminum. So let's grab a silicon again. We can grab another aluminum. Look for a dry seabed? Oh, for magnesium? Okay. I have no idea what qualifies as a dry seabed in this game, but okay. Oh, you know what? So we've got the iridium in here. Let's cut through here to where we saw like all like that deserty stuff coming, like that pool where you just saw all the sand dumping down. Let's see what that gives us. Because that is a very aesthetically weird place for something that didn't really have any materials that stood out to me as particularly interesting or special. So I could potentially see it being a location that, Alright, so let's try setting up here. We got this weird, gross mist. It might have some interesting material. Sulfur! It's not what I was looking for, but I will certainly take it. Oh, where did all the sky germs and all that go? I'm assuming it was a graphic that only showed for a little bit. Okay. It looked like the worst kind. The worst kind. Oh. Oh no, I get what you're saying. It was yeah, the rain they use in the game is just like a texture that they just make partially, yeah, these partially transparent. So yeah, it's not the greatest rain as, you know, graphic, but it's fine. At least it's not one of those ones that you're just like your screen is so covered with stuff you can't make out what's going on. Alright, let's grab the bean, because we're hungry. Alright, so power-wise, we're going to be in a bad place. Yeah, we're at 0.05 kilowatts to spare, power-wise. That's fine. So we're going to try and go back to Uranium Cave and hope it's ready for us to hit. Otherwise, we got to send up another rocket. But yeah, so it does seem like this is the current thing to work on, would be to upper power and then try and find places we can get, like, the various starting materials. Like, I don't need to worry about iron or titanium. They're so plentiful, that's not a big deal. But the silicon and magnesium are just enough for me to have to care about. And then we had stuff like aluminum and all that we've got sorted out. Alright, the uranium was over here-ish. The grass is spreading? Yep. We are just moving along the terraform index. And I could technically build a ridiculous number of, like, solar panels in that. Wouldn't even be the worst idea. Okay, this place is getting pretty awesome looking. Pretty sure the uranium is down here. Doesn't look like it's recovered yet. This is getting pretty neat. Alright, so I think we're gonna do, and this is something I've been putting off and I keep forgetting about. Let's go back to our base. Let's grab the different crystals, the different rods and all that, and try going... Reach the moss level. We now have a biomass screen. Okay, never mind. Forget whatever I was about to say. We have something new to look at. But I do want to remember to, oh man. That area looks entirely different now. So, what I was going to say is there's fusion reactors in the ship. And my guess, it'll be like one of the crystals or one of the different types of rods. There'll be some material we feed into those ships. Fusion reactors. And my guess is it'll turn the power on the ship, which will give us like more flight logs, and maybe it'll open up doors or something like that to give us more access or whatever. Because clearly it does something. Otherwise they wouldn't exist in the world. Alright, so biomass screen is silicon, iron, aluminum. Easy enough. I'm not going to be able to build it. How much power do you take? Is it more than nothing? Yeah, it's more than nothing, so I can't do it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the thing I said I was going to do a moment ago, which is I'm going to grab one of each of these crystals. I'm going to grab one of both those. One of both these. So all the things that reasonably to me sound like stuff I would power something with. We're going to go up to the ship's reactor up here. We're going to shove it in the reactor and just see what happens. Oh yeah, we're making excellent progress. We're just a little uranium starved at the moment. I just need to probably call down another rocket to drop uranium on my head. For more power. I just haven't done it yet. Look at that MTI climb, though. Yeah, none of these want to go over there. Alright, well, we'll look into more of it later. Let's take a peek in the cave while we're here, see if this is respawned. And that'd be a no for an answer. All right. I'm wondering if maybe when the planet is like fully terraformed, if the door will open or like what goes into that. Looking pretty nice out here. Yeah, like that MTI is climbing fast. Like, that's gonna very quickly be less exciting, because it's gonna go from climbing that fast to, Oh, that means they have enough for a reactor. So let's go get that knocked out. Alright, so for a reactor, I need 3 more. That's right, it's going to make a reactor, and then I didn't have these materials. Oh, didn't grab the aluminum. Alright, let's check the reactor again, and we've got everything we need, so let's plunk down another reactor. Okay. So, we have the giant thing here. Honestly, now I think about it, grab you. Grab you. This one thing down here produces more power than that. That'll even give us more benefit than continuing to worry about the thing up there would. Alright. Okay, so let's see here. If we wanted to try and go for the giant drill, I think we can make that happen. How is our power? 80? What is a giant drill gonna take? 45. So 3 osmium and 6 of the real fancy ore. So I need another magnesium. So I need more magnesium and silicon. Okay, fair enough. That is gonna be a constant battle, I feel. So let's race to where we got pick up the silicon and kind of just do that. The healthy green glow right by your entrance? Yep. Oh, I didn't even look to see what our next phase is. I imagine after moss, it's going to be like shrubs, small plants, that kind of things. It helps sterilize anyone coming in and out. Yeah, that's all. We did bring in space germs. That is the thing we did. We did be like, let's help things grow. Let's seed our planet with space germs. We can race over to the aluminum, grab some of that. Yep, and as a reminder, this is my first time playing, so please don't spoil things. I mean, it was very clear I'm missing a material. Whether it's like I need the right color crystal or whatever. Alright, yeah, I mean, we got a decent amount of magnesium and all that. Let's see, all the vibrant colors of the world now make me think of the original Halo. Yeah, I do like how it goes from everything is just yellow to brown to gradually, you know, the planet begins looking nicer and nicer. One, two, three. Cobalt, iron, and titanium. All right, so big drill. One moment, please, game. All right, these drills. Small and stinky. No one wants small, stinky drill. We have big drill. Alright. 3 uranium rods. An explosive powder superalloy. So, how much power do you give? You give 86. So this thing basically takes the most... Honestly, like, literally I should tear down 3 of those, and as long as I add an explosive powder, it's just a win. So let's pop over here to you. Grab that. Grab an iridium. Drop off the magnesium and the silicon. Okay. Yeah, so... Alright, power's about to go offline. Alright, we can drop all of that in there. Okay, so for the next one, I need another explosive powder. This is kind of a boon of materials for us, because I'm getting so much of the super alloy back because of flipping these. What? Okay, it was being weird and not letting me take it apart. Alright. This is not part of the plan. Look. No, you're iron still. We can go here and change you to crafted. Okay. So you're crafted, you're crafted, you're crafted. Okay, so I will need another explosive powder. And we go here. There's so much of this. And again. Just honestly getting all of oh my god, we're gonna have an entire bag of just super alloy. Is there normally that's close to empty? Okay, just drop you in here for right now. In fact, drop all of you in there for right now. It's so absurd. All right. So with all that exchange, I actually came out ahead 2 uranium rods and a giant mountain of super alloy. And a giant mountain of extra water too. So that is fantastic. How is our power looking now? 220 extra kilowatts. All right. So hear me out. I can make more explosive power. Let's make a giant heater. We can go over here, grab 3 of those. Oh, I didn't need what I grabbed. It's fine. And go right back up here. Grab those. Then we can go right here and grab you. And let's build 2 of them. Okay. This feels odd. It's like you're upgrading and getting materials in return. Yeah, the thing is, I was trading what materials was being used for more valuable ones. Is pretty much the way it went. So how's the heat going now? That heat, look at that heat move. That heat is on a race. Like, very genuinely, it's probably worth getting rid of these now, because those are making 28 point whatever K units, versus this is making literally over 1,000 times, or like over 100 times. Yeah, so these little ones, not needed anymore. Just might as well not be here. Alright, so we have silicon. We have iridium. Got aluminum. Got titanium. Alright. Because I'm noticing that's a reoccurring thing worth doing in the game, is when you advance your tech enough, is to honestly just go back through and clean out your old stuff. Because now if we run up here, we just tore down like 20 machines, and that thing's still just flying. So it's just not even a thing we need to worry about. And plus, we click on this, and I just got like 250 power back. So we still need more biomass generation. Our atmospheric pressure is really not moving very fast anymore. So we need to get more pressure happening. Our oxygen is moving along all right. It's mostly on the... Oh, right. You know what I totally forgot? We had a display to build. Iron, silicon, and aluminum. Easy peasy. Okay, so we got plants and insects and all that stuff. Yeah, T4 drills are what we need to work on there. So that's... Oh, let's grab our osmium. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can grab all of you. So that's what for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so let's check how much power do I have before I set these things up. I got 279. And you take 45. So we can set up 3 of those and be done. Oh, 2 of those. Yeah, so you're pulling 17 nano versus 459 nano. And power consumption wise, Get those out of here. They're not even meaningfully participating anymore. Alright, drop you off. Food low, that's fine. How am I doing on time? Pretty close to time for the switch. Alright, now how is our power? So we only went down about 70 power. Look at the speed that heat is moving. Why do I have this bad feeling that we're gonna discover that we, like, overheat the planet? So the pressure is now at least visibly moving, still not fast. Oxygen is climbing. Biomass is the big bottleneck. Biomass is the one I gotta figure out. We've been working on that, but we need to do more. So you can get this. So 2 fertilizers. Oh, I should have that, right? Do fertilizer. And grab 2 of you. Oh, I need more seeds. And just continuing to make more and more plant. Yeah, it's making 325 oxygen per second, versus these things make 13 oxygen per second. So these are wholly irrelevant. These in the middle here, not even meaningfully participating with these things putting down all the other stuff. But where are they made with? So that's aluminum's your bottleneck, and your bottleneck is the fertilizer. Which the fertilizer I need more sulfur for. An eggplant. The thing is, how the hell do you know what the target pressure is? I don't. That's kind of one of my complaints, is we're just continuing to, like, build more and more and more and more. And not really circling back to, like, figure out, okay, but what am I supposed to be doing here? I have been told that basically, and this is a spoiler thing for me, I have been told that basically you hit a point where it just, like, stops adding. Like, you cap out. The idea, I mean, and it makes sense in real life if you were actually able to achieve something like this, would be you'd have, I believe it's called a barometer, which checks the air pressure in an area. And it would be when it hits a certain air pressure, the machine would just have a hard cutoff because, you know, there would be no reason to want to go over that. The curiosity is, when we hit that, we'll suddenly, like, say I'm working on just heat, that I somehow targeted just heat and only heat, and I got the thing going and just blasting away, and then I maxed out my heat, which wouldn't be practical as you have things that unlock things in other categories. But let's just pretend for a moment I did just go all in on the heat and neglected everything else. When I maxed out the heat, would suddenly my entire terraform index just pause and stop going up because, you know, I'm no longer terraforming the planet, the pressure's done, quote unquote? I assume it would. I assume it would literally just work like that, where it's like, okay, you're finished. Like, stop worrying about this. Hey, keep it down. Hey, calm down outside. Excuse me. Someone might be trying to sleep here. That is a real aggressive meteor shower. You're just leaving super alloy? I see that we're getting all that, but I genuinely... There's so much. I also need to be wrapping and switching games. I think I just get in this box. I understand. Oh man, I'll never be able to see half of this. But there's so much. I'm going to need yet... Oh, that one just disappeared in front of me. Okay, so that's the idea. Is they give you this incredibly valuable resource, but you only got a couple seconds to go grab it. Which is fine. Even what little I did grab, I've got like a cabinet full of it. Like, I'm not gonna have a place to put this all. See, I have this whole cabinet. I'm gonna drop them in that one too. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save before I forget. So bear with me, because I'm gonna quickly use the restroom for just a minute before we switch over to Odd Sparks and all that, because that is what we got going on for the second half of the stream today, is I'm gonna be playing some Odd Sparks. Which is an automation adventure game, which is a little different. We will be having the creative director for the game joining us later on during the stream. So I'm gonna take a quick little 5-minute stretch break before we do the switch over and all that. For those over on YouTube, the stream will be ending abruptly because there's no switching categories, but it'll come back in a little bit. For those on TikTok, just hang out. Us on Twitch, just hang out. But yeah, we'll be actually having the creative director for the company behind Odd Sparks will be joining us for about the last hour of stream while we're playing Odd Sparks. We're going to check that game out. For those who are like, oh, but I'm just really enjoying Planet Crafter. Why are you closing it? Why are you going away? Don't worry. If you've got the picture of the Planet Crafter helmet and all that tattooed on your thigh, it will be back because I'm enjoying this, and you don't know how hard it has been to not play this while I'm not streaming. Like, very, very genuinely, hi, Flower Spreader, you're not going to bait me into ADHDing and doing one more thing and then realizing 4 hours have gone by. I'm going to exit the main menu before more things pop to grab my attention. So what's going to end up happening real fast is I need to use the restroom. I'm going to grab my food real fast, all that sort of stuff before the switch, and we'll get all that going. And we will be back for Odd Sparks. So thank you again so much for tuning in, and I'll be back here in just a couple of minutes.